Who knows what a stacked single coil is? What is the difference between a stacked single coil versus a normal single coil?
Baby, baby, baby.
Who knows what a stacked single coil is? If you look at this guitar right now, right? It looks like a normal single coil. It doesn't look like, why would you call it a stacked single coil? It looks like just a single coil. Here's the difference. There are two ways that you can put the two coils of two single coils to make it a humbucker, like to put two coils together, right? The first way, obviously, is to put them next to each other and then phase them differently. So one is north-south, the other one is south-north. Put them together, they cancel the hum, they cancel the noise, and they boost the signal. That's your basic humbuckers. Single coil together, and opposite poles, you're good. Stacked single coil is what happens when the two single coils go on top of, like one goes on top of the other. So the name stacked single coil. But there are some differences between stacked single coils and a humbucker. One very important one is that with stacked single coils, so on top of each other, you use the same pole magnets. Stacked single coils, similar to humbuckers, buck the hum. But now you're encountering something new here. This is interesting. Check this out. In a humbucker, you have your two single coils sitting next to each other. There's no difference between the distance of your humbuckers, like the coils of your humbuckers, from the string. If the string is here, your two single coils are there, the distance between both of them is the same. Between them and the string for both is the same. Not in a stacked single coil config, right? Because if you have a look, yeah, they do share like the magnet pole, duh, but one is at the top, closer to the string that was supposed to be, like supposedly they're somewhere here, right? So one is higher at the top, and then the other one is low, low. Because of the change in their height, because they're stacked on top of each other, because of the change in the distance from the string, the top single coil is responsible mainly to pick up the signal. The bottom one, because it's further away from the string, it doesn't pick up the signal from the string as much. It's further away. So it's mainly responsible for noise cancellation. In terms of the final output of the sound, the effect of having these two coils together is very similar to a humbucker. You know, you're not getting that crazy sort of an ice peaky, boosted up, resonant note that you get in a single coil. It mellows things down a little bit, similar to what a humbucker does. So you still retain some of that brightness, a little bit more, comparing to like a standard humbucker. But you can see how interesting this config is. You would look at it and be like, oh, well, you know, ha ha he he, humbucker, yeah, single coil, right? It's not the case.